Hey, happy Monday, guys. I hope that you each had a relaxing weekend and that your week is off to a great start. I wanted to do a video to check in very quickly with you, to let you know that I'm thinking about you, and just to provide a brief update as to what we can expect this week, which starts for us on Wednesday, April the 8th. I usually try to get videos done on Monday so that I can stay on task. I'm finding it very difficult to stick to a schedule at this point in time. But this week, we will cover chapters 11 and 12. Chapter 12 is focused on behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and cognitive behavioral family therapy. So I know that a lot of you really like this theory. This is the one from which you primarily practice when you're working with your clients, because there's some amazing activities and techniques that are associated with this theory. And so it does a really good job of helping your clients to understand how their faulty beliefs then lead to these behaviors that are creating chaos and calamity in their lives. So we can take some of these same concepts, these same principles, and apply them to family and couples counseling as well. I was reading through the chapter this weekend, and one of the things that really stood out to me was this PREMACT principle. And this is where individuals are required to engage in less pleasurable activities before they have an opportunity to do those things that they really like to do. And I was thinking, like, Stephanie, you could probably use a little bit of that. I am such a procrastinator, and oftentimes doing a load of laundry or even washing dishes seems to be a bit more appealing to me, as opposed to actually sitting down and writing a paper or grading papers. And if you guys know anything about me, you know that I hate grading papers. So I'm thinking that I'm going to try to employ this technique a little bit more in my life going forward. So that's chapter 11. Chapter 12, we're focusing on experiential family therapy. So you'll read about Carl Whitaker and Virginia Satir. And Satir is where we actually get some of the concepts that we use across the board. So things like I statements. And I know you guys are very familiar with that and how powerful I statements can be. When an individual is using you statements in counseling, then that can create opportunities for defense mechanisms to rear their ugly heads. So when individuals are making I statements, they are taking ownership and responsibility for how they feel and what's going on in their lives. So that's something that's especially important. Satir also introduced to us choreography. My mind is gone. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm losing it, going stir crazy over here. But choreography, there we go. And this is kind of like the song and dance. Like, how does an individual view the positioning of other members in their family? And each person has a unique view of what that looks like. So I posted a video, a really cute video that plays this out. But again, a very powerful technique that will allow you the opportunity to kind of peek into the window of that family and the individual experiences of people in that family. So that's really cool. Satir also talks about humor and the importance of touch. And we recognize that there are some ethical principles surrounding touch, but we also recognize that there's opportunities or there's times when we're working with individuals where touch is more than appropriate. So, kind of understanding how to temper that and use it in a way that is going to be beneficial to your client as opposed to harmful. And even play therapy comes from, this experiential box of tools. So lots of really neat stuff there too. So just like in the past few weeks, I have posted lecture notes and videos, and there's a discussion question to which you would need to respond. So I appreciate, your consistent engagement. I appreciate you taking the time to email me, to check in, to let me know what's going on with you. That really and truly means a lot. I'd actually like to hear from a few more of you. Send me some videos. I want to see what you guys are doing and what's going on. But with that, before I end the video here, I want to just take a few minutes to implore you to take time for yourselves. One of the things that I've come to find myself doing is working all of the time. I think that because I'm home now that I'm supposed to work all of the time, and that's so not true. And I'm a night owl. I'm usually up until 3 or 4 most mornings, but since we've been out, I've found myself up until 5 or 6, just working, trying to crank out a couple of articles or catching up on some of the consulting work that I do. And it is killing me. It's wearing me out. And I know that you guys have taken on some additional responsibilities since we've been out, but it's so important, especially during this time, that you're granting yourself some grace and that you're practicing self-love. So whatever that looks like, every day, take a few moments for yourself. I was training for my 4th marathon, which was supposed to take place this summer, and that's been canceled. So I signed up for a virtual marathon because I needed something that was going to make sure that I got out and that I continued to move, especially since I'm spending a whole lot of time eating and sleeping right now. I've been able to finish a couple of books last week that I had on my reading list, and I'm practicing Spanish again. So, hola, como esta, right? I think that's right. Still working on it. I've been practicing with my son. But again, whatever this looks like for you, make sure that you're taking the time for it, because I guarantee you that it is going to pay off in the long run. This is not the time to burn out. This is not the time to get and stay overwhelmed. So it's really important that you guys take a minute to breathe. So I want to ask you to do that. I also want to ask you to send me videos of you doing what it is that you're doing to take care of yourself. So if it's meditating, if it's walking around the park, if it's playing basketball or ultimate frisbee, I don't care what it is. I want to see what you guys are doing. So again, we will get through this time. Everybody will come out on the other side of this better than ever. So I appreciate your commitment. I appreciate your continual engagement. So that's definitely noticed. But again, I just wanted to quickly check in to let you know what's going on, what's coming up. If you have any questions, any concerns, give me a call, send me a video, we can make it work. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will be seeing you soon. Thanks.